I'm able to take plastic and turn it into alternatives to natural gas, gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel.
Talk a bit about Naturejab. So what is it and what inspired you to start transforming
Yeah.
plastic into fuel?
I was very upset learning about the state of our oceans and the amount of litter in this world. And then I also learned how most plastic is actually not recycled. Even when you put it in the recycle bin, it ends up ultimately in the ocean or in developing nations. I found out that plastic is actually made of petroleum. So I started to do research and I found the process of pyrolysis, which is a chemical process that allows you to take plastic and return it back into petroleum.
Oh,
And
wow.
as I said, I've been doing this since I was 17 years old in high school for almost 5 years now. And the latest machine behind me here is
Yeah.
my 5th prototype.
Oh, like high school, and of course you've had years in this. What have been like the challenges that you've been having when you're trying to like really take this and make it into fuel, like you've mentioned before? What have been the challenges and how have you been able to overcome that? Because we're at prototype 5, so we obviously know that things are going well enough that you can consistently be getting better every time.
Great question. So the biggest challenges I've run into have been, the amount of plastic I can process. There's so much plastic waste. And so this machine behind me here is, I'm under a 20-foot by 20-foot carport here. And my first machine started off as the size of a pot that you could put on your stove. It was very small.
wow.
And now this machine is too big to even pick up. So I'm always continuing to find ways to increase the capacity that the machines can handle. And also I want to soon have this machine operate completely off of solar. So that way the machine has almost no energy cost to operate. So that would be a huge upgrade.
Wow. And now on that note, I wanted to ask the machine that you have behind you, prototype 5, how much plastic can it generate into fuel? Because you're saying like you started off from like a crock pot kind of size and now we're obviously bigger. How much now can this one be able to generate?
That's a good question.
Yes, that is a good question. And plastic is very, it's not dense at all. So you could have bags and bags of plastic and it only weighs a few pounds, right? So I want this machine to be able to process up to 100 pounds of plastic a day. I've just did a major upgrade on it that will allow me to increase the amount it can take. Right now, the most I've ever done is 30 pounds in one day. And I want to triple that. And so 100 pounds of plastic is probably the equivalent of